everybody. Welcome in.
Thanks for having us back.
Psychic Shirley is here, along with myself. And this is the podcast Channeling Joan, the podcast where Joan Rivers, the late, great Joan Rivers, is part of our show, or at least she has been for the last 6 or 7 podcasts. She has said that she wanted to participate, and she has been, and so we expect, hopefully, to hear from her today. And not only her. We're doing something different today, and we'll see if it works out, because there are no guarantees when we're dealing with the other side. Joan had indicated in an earlier podcast that she thought it would be a good idea to meet with another celebrity, another late, great celebrity, comedian, and that is Robin Williams. The two of them have connected on the other side, and they had kind of an interesting communication over there, and she thought she might want to share that with the public and thought it might make for some lively conversation here. And, we don't know exactly how that's going to work, but Shirley will explain. This would be the first time she'd be channeling two people, so go ahead, Cheryl.
Okay, this will be the first time. And so I thought it would be a great idea if I wrote their names on both sides of the paper. And when Robin's speaking, I will lift up the paper. And when Joan's speaking, I'll flip it. So that's how you will know who is coming through.
And hopefully you'll be able to do that seamlessly, since you've never done this
hopefully,
before.
even if they come through, hopefully they'll come through.
Yeah, we can't, again, guarantee that's going to happen.
We never,
Now, the interesting thing is that, you do run into other souls on the other side. I don't know if they knew each other. They probably did in their earthly lives. But
right. Yes, there was a little tension between them when Joan passed over. She said that he was a little abrupt, and I think she wants to know why. So she probably will come in at any time, and she's saying right now that she wants to come in.
Yes.
And she wants to talk to him. Now, if he can come in at the same time, it would be great. Yeah. So, Robin, would you like to come in and have a little conversation here? Sure, he said. Okay. Great. So, Joan, what would you like to say to Robin? I just want to know why you were so abrupt when I was in a new realm. I was fresh, and you were just so rude. You not rude, but you acted like I was there forever, and I was new to all of this. You kind of shocked me, and the things you said, you made me, answer you back like a comedian answers. Can you tell me why you did that? I don't understand. Okay, Robin? Maybe it's because you're such a bitch. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm a comedian. You can't expect me to just be open arms and hugs and love. Come on, I'm a comedian. You're a comedian. You were supposed to understand this. Why did you take offense to this? I'm only human. At least I was human. Well, maybe I am human, but I didn't know what I was. I just appeared on the other side, transformed, and I don't even understand why I was on this realm. How could you even expect me to know? Why didn't you just... Okay, I understand. You are a comedian. Oh, you are so sensitive. My God, don't get your panties twisted up in a tiff. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry. Will that do it if I apologize? Will it do it? I guess. It'll do for now. But you have some explaining to do. I don't know. I'll think about it. Okay.
Hey,
That's
well.
it for that moment of exchange. I don't know if it was enough for now.
Well, I don't know
Okay,
if that-
Robin stepped aside for a minute, and so did Joan. I think they're taking a breather.
Okay,
Um,
let's discuss for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that. I mean, well, you kind of knew they had had words.
Yeah, I don't even know what they said right now, so.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well,
so,
they got down and dirty.
Oh, I hope not too dirty.
If I'm to analyze it, sorry, remember I'm the pseudo psychologist. So Joan is she's still a little bit pushed out of shape from their interaction when she first crossed over. Robin passed away first, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but pretty close in time.
Oh, I think within a month or so?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So truthfully, they were both newbies to being just soul, just being energy, and so I guess the question maybe she's wondering is, was he really just trying to be funny, or she felt that it was not a warm welcome, I think.
Joan coming through.
Okay.
I don't feel I feel like there was something else. I'm sure that Robin has had a lot of trauma or drama in his life, and maybe with his passing. Is that true, Robin? Oh, she's right again. Yes, yes, that's the reason. Yes, I believe you know me pretty well. I've had a lot of trauma and drama, and the reason why I'm here is because of it all. And, sometimes we just keep it as I don't know, it's like residue. It's like residue. That's the only word I could explain. Like I said, I was sorry, but I guess you're still holding it. I'm trying to understand it, Robin. I am trying to understand you. And I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that want to hear even why you did what you did, because it's sad. Sorry, Robin. Sorry to go there, but if you want to, it's up to you. We all have our reasons, and some of them can't be explained. And my sadness has always been with me. And some people can detect or notice that I have a sad aura, even though I smile and laugh. It's like kind of like the tears of a clown, in a sense. That really was me my entire life. And hopefully I can learn some new lessons over here on this side, and I can make a big change. I don't know if that's acceptable to you, Joan. We'll see. That's very interesting. And thanks for that.
That's nice. I'm happy to be part of them resolving this. Even on the other side, I think we have a misnomer that when you cross over, you're just what
Joan
to do.
coming through. It's the free will of the other side. Remember that. It's the free will of the other side.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's not always roses and angels floating around with the perfect thought processes like we think it might be.
Yes.
I think this is very
Sorry,
real.
I'm trying to come through. This is really hard for me because
Yeah,
I
surely.
could feel both spirits at the same time, and I'm trying to find myself in the middle of this.
Yeah.
But here, I'm right here.
Okay.
So I can.
I don't know. I'm just analyzing what I just heard,
Uh-huh.
and it's all good in my opinion because Robin was able to, with the help of Joan, I would say, to go ahead and beg the question, ask the question. What's the reason why you came at me the way that you did, and he had to kind of get in touch.
Wouldn't it
with
be
his own
nice if we all
feelings.
did that in life here on
For
Earth?
sure,
As
for
soon as
sure.
something happens, not wait and to dwell upon
have
it
to go to therapy
for
for
weeks and years and years and years, but just to kind of handle it at the get-go.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
It sure would, and even more so, and this is true here, I know, is understanding. Like now that she understands a little bit more, she softened up because she was, still a little offended, right, Joan? Yeah.
Yes. I was still offended, and now that I have a little more understanding, I feel kind of my heart becoming lighter.
Yay.
You know, it sounds strange, but yeah, I do. I feel wonderful. And Robin, thank you for that. I
Yes.
really appreciate it.
It's really great. It's a good example.
Aww.
Oh, shucks.
You really warm my heart. Stu.
Oh.
Ooh.
They're warm in my heart.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes me happy. Conflict management is
Mhm.
important. And of
That
course,
is.
we can use those same skills that they're doing over there here. And actually, if you learn that here, you'll live a better life, I think, right?
Right, and we all know what we should do, but just that we don't practice it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you know,
right.
and you do have to come to reasons why you do what you do, and answer to things that you've done, and explain to the really explain it to the person. I think that everyone's open to hearing and learning.
Well, not everybody, that's the problem. A lot of people are closed.
But I mean, some people don't say anything, and they'll just walk away, and like I was saying before, they'd be mad forever.
Yes.
Da, 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 da.
Yes.
But if someone is going to actually come and either apologize or this or that or whatever,
Right.
I'm sure people are open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people, maybe,
Right.
of course, there's the
And,
exception.
and once you do, like she said, this is instant for her, but now she feels like she can kind of, move forward
Right.
without a heavy feeling of any animosity or whatever. Now, when they run into each other,
So let's do what we do best, Robin.
comedy, yeah, bring
Comedy.
it on.
Ooh, I like it.
Well, yeah, somebody bring in something funny. We're ready for that.
You, come on, give us the.
Oh God! All
Let's
right.
talk.
Well,
Let's talk. Come
okay.
on, Brenda. Let's talk.
Let's talk. Let's talk about. Shirley had mentioned this earlier that a while back. One of you mentioned it. I can't remember, but something about aliens. The subject of aliens came from both of you.
Aliens.
Can
you
you
mean
give us
the
our
green
take?
creatures, the little creepy crawly things that lurk between the layers?
Is that what they are?
I don't know. All I know is if you haven't had romance for a while, they start looking good.
Yikes. Okay. Can that happen? Can you with an alien?
It is doable because when two cells collide, and I mean collide,
Yes.
you have
yes.
a catastrophic collision, and all sorts of things are possible. How do you think you're sitting there? Would you consider yourself an alien? We're all alien to wherever we are. We're all alien.
Yes, I like that term. I understand that term now. Yeah, even if we're on Earth, right? We're all from.
Give me an alien. Give me a 6'2" Hulk, with a body that's got muscles rippling all over the place. I would love that. Nice, tall, green. Woo-hoo! Come knocking on my door. I'll say, come on in. I'll give you a cup of coffee.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's funny and fun. Okay, so yeah, Jesus, I can't kind of forgotten some of the other things.
Come on, Brenda. Don't lose it.
I'm losing it right now.
Let's see. What else can I
Yeah.
talk about?
Go
Let me
ahead,
think.
you bring it up.
Let me think. Oh boy.
I can't believe I'm talking to
Aliens.
both of you. Is what it is. I'm a bit flustered.
It's wonderful. I don't think I've ever had a show with the great Robin here. I'm not
Yes.
calling you the great Robin because now we're friends. But I mean, right now I feel like this is our debut. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's your moment, for
this is
sure.
our moment to
Yeah,
shine.
Come on, show us that you
And,
still got it.
Oh boy, do you want me to get up and start walking around like I normally do, and with all my gestures? And I know this
Yes.
show is supposed to be a spiritual show, but I'm not sure if I can deliver.
Maybe not all of them, but since a rated PG version
Okay, boy, I'll have to think about that one. Let me.
or PG-13, we'll say.
Okay, I'll think of some good ones for that. There once was a man named. No, I'm not going to go there.
All right. Are you practicing comedy on the other side, Robin?
No.
No.
No, I haven't had the opportunity like the great Joan here. Did you notice I said the great Joan?
Yes, that's progress.
She is she is one in a billion. Yes, she is.
Yes.
No, I haven't because I'm still dealing with some other issues that need to that need some help. Uh, I can't even even start to explain what I am doing, but I still love comedy. I still love comedy. Actually, what I do is, being that I am omnipresent, I can see all the comedians on the Earth realm, and I don't find them very funny.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I don't think I would incarnate into any of the Earthlings there because I mean, there's only one Robin Williams. Come on, let's face it.
Absolutely.
Um,
Yes.
Are you saying you're full of yourself? Hey, there's only one Robin Williams.
And
Yeah, I agree because there's only one Joan Rivers.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Oh, wow. Okay, now you said a little buzzword in there, and I have to address it. You said incarnate into another comedian. Is that, oh boy, this might be too personal, so let me know, but is that a plan that you will be incarnating?
Who are you talking
reincarnating? Robin? Robin.
I didn't say I said I would not incarnate. I think it could be a possibility, but I would not find it suitable for me at this time to do any of that.
Okay.
So.
Okay. But if you...
Oh my God. You all put too much into reincarnation. I mean, come on. Can't you just live the life you're living? I mean, why are you thinking of past lives and reincarnation and all of that? I mean, come on. Let's talk. I know that I've seen some people, if they're a child and they've said they lived before a different life and they could show where they lived and they were married to so-and-so and had that many kids and it proves to be true, yes. But, and it could be true. I don't know everything. Of course I don't. But for people living on the earth today, they should not be worried about past lives, reincarnation, anything else. They should just be living their life to the fullest, and that's it. That's all I have to say about it for now. I'll come in again.
That makes sense. It does. There's curiosity, of course, because we humans are full of questions always, and maybe too many. But yeah, I get what you're saying, because it could interfere with the life we're living now.
And who knows? With some people go into past lives and they do a past life regression. I could see more than 100 people saying they were Joan Rivers walking the earth right now, and I'm still here.
Oh my God!
What the heck?
Really? Wow.
I'm the new Joan Rivers. No. I'm still right here.
Yes. But could you be sharing a little energy with these people?
Oh, energy, smenergy. No. They want to be me. Everyone wants to be the late Joan Rivers.
They're just using their imagination?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes, in my case, yes.
Yeah.
In my case, because I'm still here and I still, in a sense, own my own consciousness. I own my body. Just like Robin there owns his. If he decides, it's his decision to go back and if he wanted to maybe grow up in a woman's body or he wanted to whatever his choice would be that he wanted to experience, maybe that is allowable. I'm not sure, and you'd have to talk to the higher ups for that.
Yeah, I would think they'd be involved with
Oh
those
yes,
kinds of decisions.
oh yes.
Yeah. I mean, I've even heard. I know we won't belabor the subject, but I've even heard that sometimes when you do come back or whatever, there's a contract of some sort with the higher authority. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know, but I assume there probably would be some type of contract agreement or something, because you'd be experiencing a whole new life. Maybe it's letting go of the current consciousness or life that you have. Like, in order for someone to be Joan Rivers, I'd have to let go of me in that realm.
Right.
And my consciousness would be in another body. But it wouldn't be Joan Rivers' body. It would be someone else's body. And they could say they were the late Joan Rivers, but I don't know. But I haven't let it go yet, so I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
an interesting part of it, the letting go, because there is.
You'd have to let go.
Yeah, there is the question: how do you just become somebody else?
Yeah, you'd have to let go. There are so many people that say they're Joan Rivers, Joan of Arc, Aphrodite. The list goes on. OJ, yes, I came back as well. And maybe if you were a mass murderer, you might want to come back and continue doing that. You won't mind letting go and doing the same thing that you. I don't know, but I really can't say for sure.
You're speaking for yourself, obviously.
Yes.
And Robin was speaking
Right.
for himself when he says he's possibly going to do something that you might not do.
Right.
So it's free will, like you said. Yeah, that seems to be the answer to a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think what else. Are you?
I'll come back. Here, I'll come back.
Okay, good.
Ooh.
Yeah, come back, Shirley, because of course, we
Okay.
always discuss our shows beforehand, and we
sorry,
didn't know any of this was going to happen, but
Yes.
anything you remember? Shirley, we were
No,
gonna-
well, I, kind of listening and remembering a little of what they're talking about now.
Yes.
I kind of thought that it would be reincarnation and consciousness and all of this would somehow be a memory included with the DNA of a person. The double helix. The medical sign. We have all of our memories and our information,
Our traits and stuff.
information, and we have billions of years of information stored in that double helix of our DNA.
Yeah.
And and I kind of wondered. I said, I wonder if that has to. I wonder. I guess is that consciousness? Is DNA and consciousness, do they go hand in hand? Is that why we it? I don't know. It's just kind of a confusing subject. I haven't looked into it.
Yes.
But I know that it has to be related somehow. Because with all this information we've stored for billions of years, you do your ancestry or your 23andMe, and you find out, oh wow, I'm related to this, I'm related to that. I have certain characteristics of this person or that person. I can, I just love eating cherries, and then you find out that your great 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 grandmother, everything is related, and I believe that DNA and consciousness somehow collide. I don't know, maybe they want to weigh in on that.
Yeah.
Or
Now,
unless
but
you
let
wanna
me
weigh
just
in.
clarify something. You're talking about DNA and possibly
Consciousness and
things that you inherited from ancestors, is what you're saying.
yes,
'Cause
but
now that's a
also
little
is it
different.
consciousness too? Is
Yes,
it
because then that would be a former life. Consciousness is going to be more a former life. I'm thinking DNA and consciousness are two different things.
I'm thinking they're the same.
Let's have it clarified. Can you write about it?
Maybe.
Can we automatically write
Let's
about
see,
it right
where's my,
here in person?
Yeah, sure.
Because
If I have a pen and paper.
some expert will come through and answer it. Hopefully, clear it up a little bit.
It says universe or the universe. It was so fast, that okay. Let me get my glasses on and read, see if it said, if it makes any sense, whatever. And hopefully I could read my own writing. DNA and consciousness are one of the same. You can't have one without the other. We create DNA through consciously. We create DNA through conscious DNA Oh my God, I can't read my own writing. Oh, sorry. Okay, I see. In consciousness is DNA. DNA is the glue that sticks it all together and replicates itself. You can't have one without the other. So, you are who you are with all that has been, billions of years in the past. It never stops, and all is unique. I can only say that science has come a long way to explain this, but the future holds many promises. And I have to say thank you, the universe. That was it.
All right. So they answered the basic question.
Yes,
And you
so
were
it's
right.
one of the same.
The DNA is the same as consciousness.
Mhm.
So then, so you've brought forth, now Shirley, you haven't gotten into this yet. Shirley has recalled a couple of her past lives. Right, Shirley? Can you tell us at least about one of them?
Well,
And how did you get
and
to
is it my past lives, or is it? Well, I guess it is the same. DNA and consciousness are the same. Well,
Do you feel it was you,
I
or
mean,
do you feel it was an ancestor?
everyone has a unique way to themselves. You have a unique way, and you were talking about it once too, in our living room. Remember
Yeah.
about being
Well, no,
and you always say that
I didn't know what I am, what
yeah,
I was.
but remember you said that you felt like you were a nun.
Oh, well, no, that's from another source.
Okay.
Oh, well, yes, I felt
Kind of
like
felt
it.
like
I
you were
felt
like,
like I was
oh,
something
in
conservative.
in service maybe, or
and
of,
very
very conservative,
very moral high ground.
conservative.
Yeah. So and then
Right.
and then that was confirmed not through DNA, but it was confirmed through another relative, a past relative.
Now, I always felt, I mean, I felt several different, I mean, I've taken myself back to, through my past lives, and I'll just I'll say a few of them. And I see that in my present life. I love to bake. Right now, I bake and I bake and I bake, and I feel like I could eat, and I've always felt like I was heavy, very heavy, and everyone would make fun of me and say, "Oh my gosh, you're slim, you're skinny," and I say, "No, I'm a big woman," and I would say it constantly. And when I did take myself back, I saw myself as a very large woman baking bread, in a bakery, and I was very heavy, and that could also be due to the fact that I am a diabetic now. Why did that happen? Maybe it was in my DNA. Maybe I was diabetic then when I had a past life and I was a heavier woman. This is all, this is what I experienced. It can't be proven, but this is what I experienced. And I always felt like, and every time I'm baking, I'm like, okay, I made this heavy, and people would say, "You're not heavy," and I always
felt like you were.
Yeah. Or I also felt like I was a soldier, that I was a male soldier fighting for the rights of people in this land, and I died with a sword going straight through my body, and I see myself lying on the ground, dead because I was protecting the people.
You didn't just feel that you were. You saw yourself.
No, I
as
actually
that.
saw myself
Yes.
during my
Yes.
own regression.
Yes.
I
Now,
regressed
let me-
myself, and
let
I
me-
have regressed other people
Let me
too. But
explain a little bit, or you can explain it. How do you do regression? Shirley has done past life regressions for people. She did it for me and other family members and friends and things. How do you
Friends.
do a past life regression?
well, it's kind of a hypnotic, hypnotic trance, and you take them back. There's a lot of hypnotherapy classes and things you can take, and I'm sure they're all over now. But basically, it's kind of taking you down this road or stairs or a road or whatever you choose, and it's a form of relaxation where you're in such a relaxed state that that you can go back, and you're just kind of rolling back rolling back time, and then you're experiencing through either walking through a door or or something opening up and you can actually see it, if you have that ability to see, and you experience it, and then I ask, what you're wearing, and and it's a long process.
It's
But
like a hypnotic state.
it's a hypnotic state,
Yes.
And that
Yeah.
works for a lot of people. Although, oh my God, Joan's coming through.
Okay.
Joan's coming through. Okay, how do we know it's just not wishful thinking? They're wishing and imagining. They're just laying there imagining something's going to happen to them. And oh my gosh, and oh my God, I was a fairy flying on the trees of da-da-da-da-da, so on. You could say anything, I was burned at the stake. Oh, I'm Joan of Arc, or whatever. You can imagine anything you want. And there's no real way of knowing if it was true.
Even after you cross over, there's no way of knowing. Are you familiar?
No, I'm
with the
talking
Akashic
about earthlings.
Yes, right.
I'm talking about here on Earth. There's no way of truly knowing.
Well, there's no scientific.
Well, I'm going to stop you, Joan, and I'm going to say, but if you feel like you have gone through something and you feel like it's a part of you, then it could be true. And, it's it helps explain why you are the way you are, in a way. And that also could be a part of the DNA that I speak of, and that we were just informed that, the DNA, maybe it wasn't that I went through, well, it was a past life, but, when I was a larger woman and, I was baking all the bread and that could have been my great grandmother, that came down and passed down to me. I hope that explains.
Or you were
something.
just from pilgrim times. You
Well,
might have had a life in a
anytime.
pilgrim time. I believe anything's possible. I'm sorry,
Anything's
Joan.
possible.
I'm not discounting what you're saying because you're right.
Blah, 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 blah.
You could be right about it, but we could be right too.
Right,
Past life
right,
regressions
right,
can also
right.
be real. So I just like the
Hogwash.
I like the hope and possibilities. Feels better.
I do too. I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
That's pretty
it's interesting. It is.
What about you, Robin? Have
Yeah.
you had any past lives?
Yeah, that you know of.
I was a jester. I was a jester.
I thought a Hare Krishna was
and
coming through.
A fairy. And yes, and Hare Krishna. Yes, it all goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've had quite a lot of experiences that you would drool over. Oh, boy. Okay, Robin, thank you.
We don't know if we meant that or not, but that's okay. It was entertaining anyway.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
it's interesting, but I will agree with you on the other part, Joan. That maybe obsessing about it isn't the greatest way to it fully
just live your
enjoy our
life.
Exactly.
Just live your life.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about past lives. You can look at it and say, okay, and just like Shirley here, she ate so much bread she became diabetic. She said, I was okay. Maybe I shouldn't eat so much bread. That's what it's for. It's to learn.
Yeah.
To learn.
Right.
But it's okay. I suppose I agree to disagree.
Yeah, because what are you going to do with that information? How does it benefit you?
Yeah.
You just know something now that you might start obsessing over. I know for me, the funny thing, I just have to share my own experience. When you did a past life regression for a group of us at your house years ago, and Shirley does guide you through into a hypnotic state, and everybody, seemed to be going somewhere in their hypnotic state, and I went nowhere. Everybody was seeing this staircase, to go down the staircase. The interesting thing about Shirley is that your past life regression skills became more refined around that time, or a little bit before that time.
No, way before.
Okay.
After. I think they became more.
Well, let me explain. Because you turned to me, let me just tell you, we're all having our past life regression things, and I have my eyes closed, and nobody's saying anything, so she had no idea really, from what I'm saying, what was going on. But she turned to me, and she said, "I'll help you." in a minute. She knew that I was having trouble, and you said, I'll help you in a minute, and then later explained that she could take my hand and walk me down that staircase. This is all through consciousness, down the staircase and open the door for me because I couldn't get to it.
I've done that, yes.
Yes.
For many people.
That's a very, very
and I actually experience, it's almost like experience a near-death, kind of experience a death with someone walking into a person who's had an NDE. I could walk in, I've seen exactly what they were seeing. It's just a window.
Yes.
It's a window that opens, and I could see their past life.
Yeah.
And it's not
incredible.
Scary at all.
It's incredible.
And I think you just had a little fear behind
I might have.
that.
I might
That's
have.
what it was.
I
Stopping yourself.
I wasn't just surrendering to it, probably.
And then maybe you didn't want to, and that's
Well,
okay too.
I have to say, I'll go back to what Joan says. I think I'm one of those people, Joan, that it wouldn't really benefit me any to know. Like, why do I need to know?
Yeah, right.
It's just one more thing to worry about.
Yes, right.
That's and it's funny because she's Gemini and I'm Gemini. It might be we don't want any more things to be anxious about or have to overthink. In this life, there's plenty enough to think about.
Right.
So yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well,
Interesting, Shirley and
good.
Joan. Thank you for weighing in.
Thank you.
Thank you also, Robin.
Oh, it was
Glad
a
to hear you were a
pleasure.
jester.
It was a pleasure.
The jester
You don't
definitely
know
made
what a
sense.
pleasure it was.
Yes,
Oh,
well,
God,
hopefully
Robin.
you'll visit us again, Robin, because that was fun.
Maybe we can get deep, or maybe we could have an interview with even someone else.
Yeah.
Maybe some,
I think this is the start, probably,
This
of
is
more
the start,
celebrities,
yeah.
because
Right.
obviously you have the access to
Right.
everybody.
Well, we were thinking even maybe some younger talents that have moved on, like Michael Jackson, or like other celebrities, musicians.
Other people have
comedians,
done it,
just
but I
to-
think Shirley does it in a way that is really, really right on and entertaining, and they come through and they can be themselves, and she's not just regurgitating information or paraphrasing what they're saying. I mean, they're actually, talking right here with
right.
us.
I didn't know
They're
what
in the interview. And
Yeah.
it's very unique, Shirley, and very special.
thank you.
Thank you for letting me be
I
a part of
appreciate it. Thank you.
And I
Thank
think-
you for allowing me to be here and sharing with the public. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's useful.
Yes, it is. And I thank Joan and Robin for
Yeah.
coming
yeah,
through.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
I'm so happy I can share what they're doing
Everything
on
is
the other
amazing.
side.
Amazing. Amazing the way they resolved their conflict there. That was just beautiful, really.
Right, right.
All right,
So,
Shirley.
okay,
Great
well,
show.
great
Hope you
show.
enjoyed. And we'll see you next time for more surprises and interesting
Yes,
information.
it should be good.
We're
It'll
all,
always
we're
be good.
all learning together. I can tell you that right now.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.